Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, folks. Bitcoin doing great today, hanging out at $23,000, which is where we've been for the last week. Quite remarkable. We have the stock market pumping today based off Tesla better than expected earnings. And I want to talk a little bit about market sentiment. As you guys all know, just a couple weeks ago, everybody was doom and gloom on things like Bitcoin and Tesla. Okay. I mean, just going back 1 month ago, big short investor Danny Moses to investors, avoid Tesla stock. This is what Tesla was down to, like $140. It was dumping. Everybody's telling you it's over for Tesla. It's not coming back. Elon Musk has failed. He should have never bought Twitter. The car company is over. And then, of course, you fast forward to basically 1 month later. Here's the article on CNBC. They go from dump Tesla, it's garbage, to Tesla shares pop on better than feared earnings result and demand outlook. And Goldman Sachs sees Tesla rallying nearly 40 points to 3 positives for the stock. For the stock. So basically, you go from 1 month to everything's basically horrible. We don't want to be in Tesla. It's garbage. And all the people who bought then are basically going to ride it all the way back up to the top. I made this video, I made this video a month ago as Bitcoin was at the lowest it could ever be. Everybody is miserable. They're blaming Twitter. They're blaming everything on Elon Musk. The car company is over. And I made this video. People are doing, and I'm also not going to bet against Elon Musk, the smartest guy in the world, because he took over the shittiest company on planet Earth that was basically welfare for rich, spoiled brat liberals. The company was bankrupt. He took it over a couple months ago, and now people are mad that the company isn't like perfect right now. And people are mad that Tesla stock went up to the moon, and now it's retracing. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Don't be the dumb money. Stop being the dumb money, okay? The dumb money, CNBC, Jim Cramer. You think people watching CNBC, Jim Cramer are making any money? He caters to dumb money. Smart money's not watching Jim Cramer. Yeah, so basically, folks, when sentiment's low and everybody's telling you it's over, it's time to buy. And that's what I've been saying for a long time. Same with Bitcoin, same with everything else. So we got to be the smart money here. Here's a video I found for Bitcoin just in December. Bitcoin will teleport to 14,000 or worse if Bitcoin breaks 16K. Of course, we went down to 15K, and now we're back up to 23K. And then, of course, 1 month later, you see, I mean, same article from same people. Bitcoin can still crack 50,000 if gold correlation continues. So basically, when Bitcoin's pumping, everybody's bullish. When Bitcoin's dumping, everybody's bearish. That's when you buy. You buy when everybody is bearish. And that's why I've been telling you guys, you have to be buying these Bitcoin and all your stocks, just like Coinbase is going crazy, MicroStrategies, everything is going absolutely crazy. But the people who are going to make the most money are the people who bought at the lows when Jim Cramer and all the articles were telling you not to buy. So you can't make this stuff up. This is only a 1 month, a 3 week to 4 week, 1 month basically correlation showing you how it's doom and gloom for Tesla. 1 month later, you got to buy Tesla. It's going to go up. It's going to go up 40%. Everything's great. Sales numbers are awesome. Why would anybody bet against Elon Musk? And a month later, a month before, all the guests on CNBC are telling you they wouldn't touch Tesla with a 10-foot pole. So they were telling you at the lows, I wouldn't touch Tesla. So now in about 6 months, when Tesla's back up to what I don't even know, when it's up like 300% from where it is right now, they're going to be telling you to buy it. They're going to be telling you how great it is. And that's probably when it's going to dump. So you just don't want to be the dumb money, folks. Anyway. That was a little quickie. Also want to do a little Cardano update. The Cody CEO, Shafer Bar Gifin, whatever, how you pronounce that name, he put out a little update today. It does look like that stablecoin is still on track to be released for next month.
So let's begin with the question everybody's asking. When JED? So JED is scheduled for next week, if all goes well. What we're working on right now is the chain index process. This process usually takes about 14 days if all goes well. We started, should be about 9 days ago. Hopefully everything will be ready for next week, because right now this is the only bottleneck. ADA delegation. So as you know, there is a staking plan for version 1.3 of JED. However, we managed to kind of like find a way to get these rewards earlier. So we figured out a way that we'll publish, but what everybody needs to know is that Shen holders will be eligible for some extra rewards that we didn't plan for right now. We've developed a snapshot progress and a user interface that will allow you as a Shen holder to see what's coming to you directly to your wallet. Another thing that we've added is orders cancellation. So essentially, if you started a process to mint JED or Shen and you want to cancel it and it hasn't been approved yet, you can with a button, with a refund button that is added. So that's everything about tech. And I remind you, the only bottleneck right now is the chain index process. When that is done, we're good to go. Other than that, some listing and liquidity announcements. So Bitrue is the first centralized exchange that has announced that they will be listing both JED and Shen. So thank you, Bitrue. We expect more to follow, and there's a lot of hype and interest around JED and Shen right now. So probably a few others will follow.
All right, folks, you can watch the video, but looking very, very good for this DJED stablecoin. I think this is going to bring a lot of interest into Cody and Cardano. So I'm extremely excited, as you can tell. And we have Cardano today hanging out at about 38 cents. You know, I thought last night we might be able to pump up to that 40-cent mark. We were almost at 39 cents, and then we got shot down. It is strong resistance right now. So, you know, really everything depends on Bitcoin. But we do have that DJED release next week. I do think we're going to see a 40-cent Cardano within the next week. Of course, if Bitcoin dumps to oblivion, that might not happen. Right now, a lot of the dominance is in Bitcoin, and that's usually how it goes, folks, in these markets. Bitcoin pumps first, everybody floods into Bitcoin. And then after that, people get bored with Bitcoin and they go into the altcoins. This is the same thing that happened in 2019 before the bull run. I'm not saying we're going to go into a bull run, but I'm saying this is what happened in 2019 before we went in a bull run. You have you have VeChain up 7% today. So you are seeing some altcoins pumping, and you have Theta at $1.05, not too bad. Theta is back to the point it was a couple months ago where it really wants to hold above $1. And I didn't think it would go below $1, and of course we went down to 72 cents, but we're kind of back at that mark, and everything just follows Bitcoin. You know, when Bitcoin's back up to 25,000, you'll probably see Theta at $1.50, pushing $2. That's when you see Cardano back over $1. But we have a lot of good news coming out for Cardano. Combine that with bullishness in the markets in general, I'm very optimistic that within the next couple months we're going to see a $1 Cardano, unless everything just goes to complete absolute shit. All right, I've been talking about this the last couple of days. The big short investor Michael Berry suggests the stock market jump is a mirage. I made this video yesterday because I don't want to get too bullish in this market, folks. I don't want to look like an idiot. And I've seen so many people get bullish in this market, and then it basically doesn't work out the way they planned. That's why you have to be taking profits. You don't want to say to yourself, like I said yesterday, I'm going to sell all my Cardano at $5, and I'm not going to sell any until then. Well, then you might miss it because we might go up to $3 and then dump completely, especially if the stock market dumps. So legendary investor Michael Burry seems to think that this year's market rebound will not last. Michael Berry is a historic figure in investing. Many retail investors check his every world and social media post in hopes of finding clues to good investment strategy. All right. His stock portfolio is scrutinized to see which companies have his confidence and which do not. You know, sometimes he's right, sometimes he isn't. Of course, they made that movie about him. He was right about the real estate market, although a lot of people thought the real estate market was going to crash. So, you know, I was like 28 at the time, and I was telling people not to buy real estate back then because it was just too high. So, but I guess he did predict the mortgage crash, which a lot of people, you know, we're not betting on. But what he thinks is going to happen is, like I said yesterday, he thinks that inflation is going to cool off temporarily, and the Fed is going to prematurely reduce interest and basically do a little bit of a pivot, thinking that the market is stabilizing, and at that point we'll get a really bad number, an inflation number. And you're going to see basically all hell break loose, and then we're going to go into full-blown recession. Now, I wouldn't be upset about this as long as Bitcoin gets to where it needs to go. Like if Cardano gets back up to $3 or $4, Theta gets back up to $12, and then it happens, we made some money, folks. So it's not too bad. So whether we go bullish going into the halving and we go crazy and we go past $100,000 Bitcoin and Cardano's $20, or if we basically go bullish for the next 6 months, then we start to get bad numbers and dump after that. Either way, we can make some good money. But you have to have this in the back of your mind because Michael Burry has been right in the past. Now, I would say if Michael Burry is not right about this and he proves wrong on this prediction in the next couple of years, I would say he's a one-trick pony and like a one-hit wonder. Like, okay, he was right about the real estate crash, but not too much else. So then he's going to lose a lot of credibility. But like I always say in my videos, you have to be prepared for every scenario. All right, one more quick look at the markets. Yeah, Bitcoin really just wants to hang out at 23,000. I'd say if it wasn't for the Tesla news, we'd probably be back down to 22,000. Tesla basically propped up the market. Like I've been saying in my previous video, Tesla hit a low. Sentiment was so low on Tesla. You had people not buying Tesla cars. They're like, people aren't buying Tesla cars because Elon Musk bought Twitter and the woke people aren't going to buy his cars anymore. They're mad at Elon Musk. I was even starting to buy it. And then it turns out that he sold a ton of freaking cars. And that's why the stock's up. So it didn't even matter. This whole Tesla thing, this Twitter thing didn't even matter. But can you believe it, folks? That's how low sentiment was. People were hating on Elon Musk because of Twitter. Because he didn't turn Twitter around in a couple months. It's going to take years to turn Twitter around. He's going to have to figure out what to do with that company. Maybe he'll turn it like a crypto company. He's got to figure out a way to get advertisers in. That doesn't happen in a couple months. Even the smartest guy in the world isn't a god. He can't work miracles. Check back on Twitter in 2 years. Let's see what's going on. I guarantee you it's going to be a successful company. Just like Tesla. I said I'm not a big fan of Tesla vehicles because I think they're junk. But the rich liberals will buy them, and they will do very, very well. I said I would be buying Tesla stock at $150, $120, whatever it was, but I'm not a big fan of Tesla vehicles. But the smart money is buying Tesla vehicles. What happens? Now everybody loves Tesla again. Folks, don't be the dumb money. Don't follow the negative sentiment. Do the opposite of what CNBC is telling you to do. Do the opposite of what jimcramers are doing. Do the opposite of what your friends are doing when it comes to the markets. Everybody's going one way, you go the other. That's how the few people really get rich, and that's what I'm going to do. And if it doesn't work out for me, hey, look, at least I tried. But guys like Warren Buffett did not get rich following the herd. So just don't follow the herd. It was clear Tesla was at a low. It was clear Bitcoin was coming in at a low at 15,000, 16,000, and now we're pumping. So be the smart money, folks, and that's what we're going to try to do on this channel. Smart money, 2024, prevail this market. We're not going to be trading in and out of shit. We're going to basically, once we get to certain levels in Cardano, Theta, Bitcoin, we're going to take some serious profits, and we're going to ride it all the way up. And hopefully by the time we're dumping, we'll be mostly out of the market, waiting for the next bear market, bull market in 2025, 2026. All right, folks, like and subscribe.